Oscar Martinez, the third man in here. Boys touch him up and meet in the middle. Quick double jab pump by Delgado. Body kick lands from Camacho. Boys are throwing leather, exchanging right away.
Camacho is not wasting any time.
And Adrian's a really strong kid. He's a contractor by trade. He's got that working man strength.
These guys are setting a hard pace coming out the gate. I wonder how much Delgado's experience, I know it's not a ton, but he has a little more experience. I wonder how much of a dividend that will play for him, being under the lights, having been there before, starting out at a hard pace like this.
Certainly. I mean, right now, he's in the advantage position, but it's still early, and they've both been trading.
Big body kick from Camacho.
Left hook lands on the counter from Delgado, but those body kicks are finding their mark from Camacho. Check on that kick that time from Delgado. Delgado lands a couple of counter punches in the flurry, but Camacho is on the march right now, has Delgado's back up against the fence, chasing him a little bit as opposed to cutting the cage off. But it's also a wise decision on Adrian's side. He keeps circling out to the non-power side. So, hey, maybe it's a little bit of time to recover from a body kick, but they're both back to trading leather right now. I would like to see Adrian get back to try to establish that center, though.
Big right hand from Delgado. Camacho's throwing those kicks without putting anything in front of it or behind it, kind of just naked leg kicks, which you can see he's countering pretty well with the uppercut and hooks.
Yeah, he's finding his chin, and he's finding him, like you said, in the middle of those kicks. And the thing is, Camacho is kind of falling forward off of his kicks. He's a little off balance. He's falling right into those hooks and uppercuts.
Delgado's been slick with the counter punches right now here in the pocket. Teep to the body right there from Camacho. Big body shot from Delgado. Uppercut finds its way through the guard from Camacho.
These boys are getting after it.
If there's one thing we know about Delgado also from his first fight is he is tough, man. It's going to be hard to put him away. He took a pretty bad beating in his first fight and never really got put out. So we know he definitely has some durability.
And yes, he did take some damage in that first fight, but he was never froze or he never took himself out of the fight in that sense. And he did have at least one moment where he had Adam Abu-Hawa hurt during that fight, during that second round, before it went the opposite direction. But like we say, that's a kid who he's as tough as an old leather boot, and he's going to be there until he's not.
Absolutely.
Now we see a little bit of a contrast in the styles from the corner work right here. We have Camacho on his feet as opposed to Delgado on the stool. Any preference between you guys?
I like, what's the old man River do? He lays on his back.
He lays on his back.
Alexei Oleinik?
Yeah. I like that one. That seems like a good one. I don't know. I think it just depends. Sometimes in sparring, I'll sit down. Sometimes in sparring, I'll stand up. I don't know. I think it just depends. I guess it would be nice to have a go-to. In fights, I'll say I'll sit down. I don't know what Josh does. I think Josh stands sometimes.
I sit down, but I think more lately I've been trying to work on standing up so I don't build that lactic acid sitting down.
Science.
That's what I think, at least.
Now a big test right here, guys, will be to see how does an adrenaline dump factor in for Jorge Camacho, being that it's his first fight, and that's also certainly a factor that could play in for Delgado, being that he has one fight under his belt, but it's been a little bit of time since. A little bit more of a measured approach from each guy as we start out this second round, but Delgado right there with a 1-1-2, starting to back off with the flurry.
Nice catch of the kick.
Takedown by Delgado.
And, you know, like that goes back to what Josh was saying in the first round. Throwing kicks with no setup, you know, they're easier to catch. They're easier to counter, strike back off of. And he didn't make the adjustment. Now he's on his back.
And this is a good tactic here from Delgado. This is Camacho's first fight. And you saw the striking. He's willing to exchange punches with him. And I think this is a good tactic change up from Delgado. Get him on the ground, get him a little tired, get that muscle swallowed up with blood, see how he reacts to that.
And score some favor on the scorecards, too. You know, that first round was pretty tight as far as the back-and-forth action goes, so it's a toss-up as to who might have came away with that on the 3 judges scoring that fight. You know, cage side here, it's anybody's round, but now to start off the second, you put yourself in a great position early on to be able to continue to carry out this effort for this round, especially with only 3 minutes to work with on the amateur ranks. A takedown is a big deal, especially if you're able to control your opponent in the process.
Yeah, absolutely. Like you said, first round was super tight. You kind of want to cement one for sure for yourself here, and then you know you can go chase a finish in the third, but give yourself a chance to win no matter what.
And Camacho's looking to recollect. Already does recollect his guard there. Delgado has a great position right now with Camacho's head up against the fence, but before they get stood back up, Oscar Martinez is looking very closely at this action. He needs to do a little bit of scoring right now up against the fence to be able to keep him from getting pushed back to the feet from this potential stalemate right now.
Yeah, but you know, you want to see Camacho work up. You know, he didn't put himself in that position. He didn't jump guard. He didn't put himself there. Delgado did the work to take him down, and Camacho's really, other than regarding, has done nothing to try to get back to his feet. You know, I'm of the belief that it's the bottom guy's prerogative to get back to his feet. You know, like I said, he didn't just fall down and get put there. He got taken down.
I am not against you there, but the counterpoint would be from someone that, okay, well, how long are you going to allow someone just to sit in a guard without passing or threatening? If passing, threatening is submission or scoring.
Forever.
Cody, you sound like a wrestler. Spoken like a wrestler. I'm sure Josh the Striker has an opposing view on that.
I do have an opposing view on that, but, you know, I got to deal with Cody every day, so I'm going to keep my mouth shut.
Now, it's been a war of attrition so far through these first 2 rounds. If you are in the corner of Adrian Delgado right now, what are you looking to hear from Chris Camozzi?
Keep doing what you're doing.
Keep doing what you're doing.
I think, you know, his pressure, now that the guys, you know, Camacho's going to be worried about the wrestling a little bit more. He knows he can't get taken down. He wasn't really able to get back to his feet. Potentially that loses in the fight if he gets taken down again. Use that to your advantage. Mix in your blending, mix in your level changes with your striking and land a big shot. And then on the opposing side, if I'm in Camacho's corner, I'm telling you, you got to go get a finish right now. You know, at best it's 1-1, could be 2-0. So go get a finish. Don't hold back. Put something in front of your kicks, too.
Certainly. We're about to get underway with the 3rd round of the 3rd bout on the Comments from the Peanut Gallery undercard. And they're right back at it. Camacho with a couple of kicks right away. Delgado blocks the high kick.
That's a good flash with the knee that Camacho is doing. Should put something behind it, maybe.
Yeah, it's tough, though, too, because, you know, like, if you're on Adrian's side, you're thinking, man, he can't knee me in the head anyway.
Yeah, that's true.
Unless you run into it.
Yeah, I mean, that's the only way that it's going to happen, but in terms of just trying to feint that high knee like that, I mean, what's it doing for you in the amateur ranks?
Yeah, absolutely. But it does seem to be setting Adrian's feet, you know, and that's a huge thing. If you can set his feet, that's why Josh is saying he needs to throw something behind it.
Yeah, he's getting him frozen for a bit.
Ooh, big right hand right there by Delgado.
I think that was more, was he saying it's a slip?
I don't know. I don't know about that one.
That looked like it connected flush.
Doesn't mean he was flash, rocked, anything, but that punch landed solid.
Oh,
and there's another right hand right there by Delgado.
Delgado's got to be careful dipping his head. to the right on that body shot that he's throwing. He's almost run into a body kick a couple times.
Beautiful
Big
timing on that
takedown.
takedown right there. That was almost like a video game control from Chris Camozzi right there. He told him bring the pressure, change the levels, and Adrian did just that. Pushed the back up off the fence, a little bump and run. Here we are right back down on the canvas. Adrian is sitting in side control right now.
Adrian split, I think, on his forehead, it looks like. I don't know if he hit the cage or maybe ran into an elbow.
Now with 1 minute left to go, it's very clear that Delgado he's running away with this fight here a bit. Let's hope he goes for a finish here. Put it on him. You got a big crowd here. Everyone's out here cheering your name. Go after it.
Camacho was able to recover half guard right now, but Adrian is still trying to work to score right now from that position. Delgado has the underhook, but he is getting pushed right back down flat on his back by Delgado. Delgado has that fist all the way in on the whizzer, so it's a tough effort when that whizzer's that deep with the underhook, right, boys?
Yeah, and it's also tough, because in this position, Delgado could really, he's kind of too tight to throw punches, and he's an amateur, so he can't throw elbows. But in the pro ranks, he'd be raining down elbows here. He's in a great position to throw elbows with that deep whizzer. And that just kind of shows you the difference between the pro and AMI ranks here.
Certainly. Valiant effort from both of these two fighters here tonight in the Colorado Combat Club cage.
That was a fun one.
That was a great fight.
Hey, that was a fight right there that at points had the entire crowd here at the Brighton in the Rhino District of Denver on their feet. And as mentioned, Delgado brought a crowd with him here tonight. He said yesterday when we were doing ticket check-ins that he sold over 100 GA tickets tonight. So that's a big showing right there in front of all your people.
Yeah, it's great, and it's a good comeback. Like we said, his first fight didn't go his way. It was tough. It was a tough fight. And to come back and have a great performance and look improved and get a W, that's huge.
And we'll be with our official decision in just a moment. Oh, we got our man, the muscular octopus, Brandon Ferguson, in there working cage crew tonight, making sure all that blood is cleaned up. He's a veteran of both our 5280 Thai Fight ring and the Colorado Combat Club cage. Tremendous competitor, even better person. And congratulations to Adrian Delgado for getting that.